defense of the city of Magna Bonum was a success. The orcs caught us off our guard, but not unprepared. I will not underestimate these aliens again. It is clear now that their primary push was towards the capital city, and they have moved in to attack with a speed I have rarely seen a military force capable of achieving. I have read reports of orc clans who focus on fast strikes, but I did not realize they could be so coordinated. It is as if something is driving the orcs here, some unknown desire or instinct. The Imperial Guard regiments watching over the city are decimated and will not be resupplied for at least 24 hours. The orcs will renew their attacks far sooner. Our scouts are reporting a force massing 50 kilometers from the city that dwarfs the group that attacked Magna Bonum, and reports from civilians speak of a mighty orc who leads them, bigger and more cunning than the rest. If the capital city falls, this planet will not be far behind. I cannot allow this to occur.
Everything is ready, boss. Them Humies is in for a good stomping. This is gonna be the best fight of their miserable lives.
Just make sure it's the last fight of their lives.
I don't take orders from you, Humi.
We've held up our side of the bargain, have we not? You wanted a new planet to wage war on. We have given it to you. You wanted to face the Imperium's greatest warriors, the Space Marines. They are here. We've even provided you with weapons and Imperial tanks to use on the battlefield. And all we ask in return is that you keep the Imperials distracted from our operations here.
You've kept your word, but that still don't mean you can order the orcs around.
My apologies. We've delivered the last of the weaponry. They're in the hands of your servants. We'll take our leave now. I respectfully request that you keep the Marines busy for as long as you can.
We'll keep them more than busy. We'll keep them dead.
The thought of kowtowing to these creatures disgusts me. The orcs are a tool, nothing more. And quite an effective one, I might add. Perhaps. But I dislike providing such unpredictable aliens with our own weaponry. Lord Bale. Orcs are not unpredictable. Quite the contrary. You can rely on them to turn against you. But they will honor our agreement as long as we provide them with enemies to satiate their battle lust. If we intimidated them into doing our bidding, showed them our strength, they would take pause before betraying us. You cannot intimidate something that knows no fear. Trouble yourself no longer with the orcs. We will have what we came for and be gone before they finish with the Imperials and turn on us.
Why is we talking with them humies instead of fighting with them? Them smelly chaos boys is weak. Not nearly enough of a challenge for the boys. If they were strong like orcs, they wouldn't need us to fight for them. We'll take their guns and their help, and when we're done chopping up all the humies, we'll come back here and chop them up as well.
Orbital imagery shows a heavy concentration of orcs in the area. We must secure a location and establish a base before destroying the Warboss and his clan. Combine the holy fire of the whirlwinds with the jump packs of our assault marines. Cleanse this area.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Triangulating attack coordinates. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His wrath falls from the heavens. Whirlwind artillery tank here. They will never see it coming. Whirlwind here. Triangulating attack coordinates. Whirlwind here. Preparing whirlwind missile battery to fire. Whirlwind here. His will be done. Whirlwind here.
We stand ready.
Whirlwind here. Preparing whirlwind missile battery to fire here. Approaching target. His will be done. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Approaching target. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His wrath falls from the heavens. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done.
Taking heavy
Moving out.
fire.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here. Triangulating attack coordinates.
Awaiting orders. Direct us to the enemy. To the skies. Fear denies strength. At your command. What's your order? We stand ready. Direct us to the enemy. Ever vigilant. Awaiting orders. Understood. Activating jump pack. Fear denies strength.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
We stand ready.
Whirlwind here. Triangulating attack coordinates.
Faith is our shield. Understood. Awaiting orders. Activating jump pack. We stand ready. Taking damage.
Whirlwind here.
Yes, my lord. Fear denies
Whirlwind
faith.
here. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here. As you command. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Faith is our shield. Ever vigilant. Awaiting orders. We stand ready.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Preparing whirlwind missile battery to fire.
Emperor's chosen. The enemy heresy grows behind us. At your command, stay vigilant, brothers. Yes, my lord.
Our scouts report the Warboss is in the vicinity of this location. It seems a second Ork clan has gathered between us. They are heavily defended on this plateau. They must be eliminated to clear a path to the Warboss.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Faith is our shield. Weapons at ready. It is time.
Yes, most beneficent one.
He who stands with me
Knowledge is
shall be
power.
my brother.
Guide it well.
Area secured.
Yes, most beneficent one. I await your instructions. Yes, most beneficent one. What is your will? I await your instructions. I shall obey.
We stand ready.
Here to serve. Here to serve. Here to serve. With all due haste.
Ever vigilant. Onward! to
Assault
glory!
Marines are now available to us. They can be built from the chapel
Hear
barracks.
our order. Cleanse, purge, kill!
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord? I will do what I
Securing
yes, most
objective.
beneficent one.
Taking hits. Faith is our shield.
Yes, Lord?
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Here to serve.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, Lord? Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, most beneficent one.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Here to serve. I exist to serve.
What's your order?
I await your instructions.
Taking
I
damage.
exist to serve. I await your
We
instructions.
stand ready.
Yes, most beneficent one. Build routine 721 initiated. Yes, most beneficent one.
We stand ready.
I await your instructions.
What's your order?
Here to serve. Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated. I await your instructions.
Taking hits! We stand ready. At your command. Moving out. Maintain attack formation. Moving out. Heresy grows from idleness. Marine squad deployed. What is your order?
The Emperor protects. Today, the enemy shall know fear.
Yes, my lord. Understood.
I await your instructions.
Marine squad deployed.
Build routine 721
What's your order?
initiated.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Praise the Emperor.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Today, the enemy shall know fear. He who stands with me shall be my brother. Praise the Emperor.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates
What's your
unbarred and
order?
unguarded.
Taking damage. We stand ready. Orders received, brother.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace. I shall not fail.
At your command.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must
Knowledge
be
is
nearby.
power. Hide it well. I serve.
Here to serve. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Fear denies faith. Objective achieved.
Yes, Lord. Build routine 721
Today, the enemy
initiated.
shall know fear.
Taking damage.
Agreed.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
We are the Emperor's chosen. Maintain attack formation.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
We are the Emperor's chosen. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
The machine cult is ready to be requisitioned. Build it to gain access to
Here to
vehicles.
serve. Yes, Lord.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Yes, my lord.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Taking enemy Enemy fire! Direct us to the enemy. At your command. Weapons at ready. It is time.
Fear not the Psyker.
Yes, Lord?
Direct us to the enemy.
My faith is my shield.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
What's your order? Awaiting orders. Fear our
On alert,
wrath.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Emperor's chosen. Direct us to the enemy. At your command. Faith is our shield.
Praise the Emperor for the honor of the chapter.
The enemy is
Knowledge
attacking.
is power.
On
Might
alert,
it will.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Fear not the Psyker. My knowledge is at your disposal.
Praise the Emperor.
Fear not the Psyker.
The Emperor protects. We shall know no fear.
Mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
We shall know no fear.
Venerate the immortal
My faith
Emperor.
is my shield.
Ever vigilant. We stand ready.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Yes, most beneficent one? Initializing build protocol.
Fear denies faith. Stay vigilant, brothers. We will crush the enemies of the Imperial heads. To the skies. Onward to glory. Stay vigilant, brothers.
faith is my shield.
At your command.
Whirlwinds and their long-range artillery are being made available. Build them from the machine cult.
Initializing build protocol.
Marine squad deployed. Taking damage.
The Emperor protects.
Marine squad deployed.
Step on the road to disappointment.
Ever vigilant. Heresy grows from idleness.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed. Whirlwind here.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
An open mind is like
On
a
alert,
fortress
brothers.
with its gates
The enemy
unbarred
must
and
be
unguarded.
nearby.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Moving out.
Direct us to the enemy. Maintain attack formation. Fear denies faith. At your command.
Beware the alien.
Fear denies
The
faith.
heretic.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Taking hits.
At your command. Scouts advance. Scouts awaiting orders.
Faith is our shield. At your command.
Scouts in position. I sense danger. We will root it out.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
At your command.
Faith is our shield.
At your command.
Hope is the first step on the road to
Beware the
disappointment.
alien. The mutant. The
Whirlwind
heretic.
here.
Taking heavy fire. Heresy grows from idleness. We are the Emperor's chosen. Fear denies faith.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done. Whirlwind here.
Scouts ready. Yes, my lord.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
What is your order? Heresy grows from idleness. Fear denies faith. The enemy is attacking!
Yes, Lord? I exist to serve. I exist to serve. I exist to serve.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Scouts in position. Search commencing. Gathering intelligence. I sense danger. We will root it out.
Praise the Emperor.
Whirlwind here.
At your command. On patrol.
What would you have me do?
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of
Whirlwind
guilt.
artillery tank here.
I await your instructions. As you wish.
Scouts ready. Scouts advance.
Awaiting orders. At your command. What is your order?
Yes, my lord.
Whirlwind here.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
What would you have me do?
Scouts awaiting orders.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Fate is our shield.
I stand ready.
Today the enemy shall know fear. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Scouts in position. We'll move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Whirlwind here.
Direct us to
Praise the Emperor.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done.
Fear me the same.
At your command.
Scouts here. We'll move ahead and mark
I
any
stand
enemy
ready.
positions.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be
Whirlwind here.
no peace.
Taking heavy fire. What is your order?
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Yes, my lord. Ever vigilant.
Scouts in position. We'll move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Area secured. Mission accomplished.
Yes, Lord? Build routine
What would you
721
have me do?
initiated.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Marine squad deployed. Awaiting orders. Understood.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Fear denies faith. Yes, my lord. Marine squad deployed. We stand ready. Onward to glory!
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Scouts ready. Gathering intelligence.
Ever vigilant.
Scouts reporting for
We
duty.
are the Emperor's chosen.
What would you have me do? I serve mankind.
Scouts in position.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed.
Yes, my lord.
Awaiting orders. Faith is our shield.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here.
Onward
Whirlwind
to
artillery
glory!
tank here. Whirlwind here. As you command.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
Scouts here.
What is your order?
What would you have me do?
We stand ready.
Fear not, sire.
We stand ready. Awaiting orders. Ever vigilant.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Cleanse, purge, kill.
Here to serve.
Scouts in position. Gathering intelligence.
Taking hits.
We'll move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Yes, my lord.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Whirlwind here.
My knowledge. At once.
Whirlwind here.
What would you have me
At your command. Gathering intelligence.
What is your order?
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial.
Scouts awaiting orders. Commencing infiltration.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Faith is our shield.
Scouts in position.
At your command.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded. Do I detect uncertainty in your purpose? Knowledge is power. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Taking hits is our shield.
Fear not, sire. At once.
What is your order? Awaiting orders. Cleanse, purge, kill.
We will establish a forward base at this location to facilitate ready access to Space Marines. We will need many to ensure the Warboss is dead and buried.
Scouts in position.
Thermoplasma generators are available. They will provide us greater access to power.
Yes, most beneficent one. Yes, Lord. I shall
We
obey.
stand ready.
My faith is my shield. Faith and duty. For terror.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Gathering intelligence.
I await your instructions.
Fear denies faith. Stay vigilant, brothers. Area secured. Yes, my lord. Cleanse, purge, kill.
Scouts awaiting orders. I sense danger. We will route it out ready.
Yes, my lord. Awaiting orders.
Whirlwind here. An easy objective.
Venerate the immortal Emperor. Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation. Brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Here to serve. Build routine 721 initiated. I await your instructions. Initializing build protocol.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Scouts ready. Search commencing. Search commencing. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. On patrol. I sense danger. We will root it out. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Commencing infiltration.
I await your instructions. With all due haste.
Awaiting orders. Orders received.
Whirlwind here.
Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. As you command. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
At your command.
Ever vigilant. Space Marines attack! Under weapons at ready. It is time. For the Emperor!
Fear not, sire.
Whirlwind here.
Ever vigilant.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Faith is our shield.
I stand ready.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here.
We stand ready.
Scouts here.
Whirlwind here.
My faith is my shield. There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Scouts ready. On patrol.
Ever vigilant. What is your order?
Whirlwind here. As you command.
The Emperor
Whirlwind
protects.
here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here.
We stand ready. Heresy grows from idleness.
Here to serve. Here to serve.
Area secured.
With all due haste.
Ever vigilant. Onward to glory!
Scouts in position. We will move ahead and mark any enemy
Direct us
positions.
to the enemy.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done. Whirlwind here. Moving out.
Scouts in position. Commencing infiltration.
At your command. Moving out.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Awaiting orders.
What would you have me do?
Faith is our shield.
Scouts ready. On patrol.
Yes, Lord? I will do as you ask.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
What is your order? To the skies! Moving out. Weapons at ready. It is time. Cleanse, purge, kill! Orders received. Orders received, brother. Orders received, brother. Orders received. Orders received. Weapons at ready. It is time. Maintain attack formation. Cleanse, purge, kill. Fear our wrath. Stay vigilant, brothers. Onward to glory! Moving out. Understood.
At your command. Scouts advance.
Awaiting orders. Onward to glory!
Whirlwind here. Approaching target.
Faith is our shield. Understood.
Scouts in position. Scouts here. Getting into position. Scouts in position.
Fear denies faith. Maintain attack formation.
Whirlwind here. His will be done here. As you command. Whirlwind here. Approaching target. Whirlwind here.
Yes, my lord. Scouts awaiting orders. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Whirlwind here. The machine spirit. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done.
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Yes, most beneficent one. I exist to
Securing
serve.
objective.
With all due haste.
Ever vigilant.
Scouts in position. Scouts here. Yes, my lord. Scouts advance. Scouts advance. Scouts in position.
Faith is our shield. At your command.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
We stand ready.
The Emperor protects.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Whirlwind here.
Heresy grows from
An open
idleness.
mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Fear denies faith.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done.
Scouts awaiting orders. Yes, my lord.
Awaiting orders.
Knowledge is power.
Fear
Guided
denies
will.
faith.
Look at that monstrosity. I have heard legends of such beasts, but I've never seen
Scouts
one.
ready.
Under
Scouts
fire.
advance.
Concentrate your fire. We must take this creature down. On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Scouts in position.
Returning to battle!
At your command.
To the rally point!
We stand ready.
To the rally point!
Walk softly.
At your order.
Squad morale restored! Raising faith, hold us! Squad broken!
There is no such thing as necessity. Through the destruction of our enemies, we earn our salvation. Stand ready.
Heresy grows from idleness. Taking damage. What's your order? At your command. Faith is our shield.
Most beneficent one. Here to serve. I shall obey.
vigilant. Fear denies strength. What is your order? Stay busy on the Emperor's house. Heresy grows from idleness. Taking heavy fire.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Heresy grows from idleness. At your command. Onward to glory!
Scouts reporting for duty. Yes, my lord. At your command. Yes, my lord. Scouts in position. We will move ahead and mark any enemy position at your command.
Direct us to the enemy. Taking damage. Awaiting orders.
Whirwind artillery tank here. His will be done.
Yes, Lord?
Whirwind
As you
artillery tank
wish.
deployed. Whirwind artillery tank here.
What's your order?
Whirwind artillery tank here. Whirwind here.
For the honor of the chapter.
Yes, my lord. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions.
Whirwind artillery tank here.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath,
We stand ready.
Whirwind artillery tank deployed.
We must withdraw! Taking heavy fire.
he who stands with shall be my brother.
We are the Emperor's chosen lead.
Fall back! Scouts awaiting orders.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Awaiting orders. Thickens us.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Whirwind artillery tank here. Whirwind here.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Whirwind artillery tank here.
We stand ready.
My faith is my shield.
At your command. What's your order? Understood.
Today the enemy shall know fear. Walk softly.
I stand ready.
Under fire.
On alert, brothers.
What's your order?
The enemy must be nearby.
Awaiting orders. Weapons at ready. It is time.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
At your command. Our faith. Oh, we stand ready. Fear denies faith.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred.
Praise the Emperor. I serve mankind.
We must withdraw! Regroup! We must withdraw!
For terror. Confirmed.
Regroup!
Whirwind artillery tank here.
Scouts ready.
My will is undone! Direct us to the enemy. Weapons at ready. We stand ready. Regroup! Weapons at ready. Awaiting orders. Direct us to the enemy.
My knowledge is at your disposal. What would you have me do?
What's your order? Stay vigilant. Yes, my lord. The enemy is attacking our shield. Maintain attack formation. Understood. To the rally point! Has ordered. Regrouping. Yes, my lord. Charge. Ever vigilant. Heresy grows from idleness. Orders received.
Knowledge is power. Hide it
Praise
well.
the Emperor.
Heresy grows from idleness. Fall back!
Whirwind here. The machine spirit is prepared.
What's your order? Onward! To glory! Ever vigilant. Stay vigilant, brothers. What's your order? Moving out, we stand ready. Regroup!
Whirwind here. Whirwind here.
Direct us. Direct us to the enemy. Faith is our shield. Regrouping. For the glory of the Imperium. Yes, my lord. Ever vigilant. Maintain attack formation. We are the Emperor's chosen. We are the Emperor's chosen. Onward! At your command. Orders received, brother. Squad morale restored.
Scouts awaiting orders. On patrol. Search commencing. Scouts here. Scouts advance. Scouts in position. Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord. Faith is our shield.
Whirwind artillery
We are
tank
the
deployed.
Emperor's chosen.
Scouts ready. On patrol. Commencing infiltration. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. On patrol. I sense danger. We will root it out. Yes, my lord. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Gathering intelligence. Getting into position. Gathering intelligence.
Whirwind artillery tank deployed. Whirwind here. The machine spirit is prepared.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Whirwind artillery tank here.
Taking heavy fire.
Whirwind
Scouts
artillery tank
awaiting
deployed.
orders. Yes, my lord.
At your command. Heresy grows from idleness. Orders received, brother.
Whirwind artillery tank here. Whirwind artillery tank here.
Heresy grows from idleness.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
What would you have me do?
What is your order?
Whirwind here. Approaching target. Whirwind artillery tank deployed. Whirwind artillery tank here.
At your command. Understood.
While the enemies of the Emperor still
I
draw
stand
breath,
ready.
there can be no peace.
Whirwind artillery tank
Taking
here.
damage.
Whirwind artillery tank deployed.
Scouts in position. Commencing infiltration. Yes, my lord. Search commencing.
Heresy grows from idleness. Orders received. Heresy grows from idleness.
Whirwind artillery tank here.
Scouts ready. Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts advance.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Whirwind artillery tank here.
Scouts in position.
Awaiting orders. Stay vigilant. At your command. Awaiting orders. At your command.
Whirwind here. The machine's Whirwind artillery tank here.
Scouts here.
Whirwind artillery tank here. An easy objective.
We stand ready. Cleanse, purge, kill. Understood. Orders received. Stay vigilant, brothers. The enemy is attacking. Onward to glory. Fear our wrath. We stand ready.
Yes, my lord.
Hope is the first step on the road
Whirwind
to
artillery
disappointment.
tank here. Whirwind artillery tank here. The machine spirit is prepared. Whirwind here. An easy
This
objective.
day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Scouts ready. On patrol. Scouts advance.
He who stands with me shall be my brother. I serve mankind.
Whirwind artillery tank here. Whirwind artillery tank here. Whirwind artillery tank here.
Scouts awaiting orders. Commencing infiltration.
Taking heavy fire.
The Emperor protects. This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. I serve mankind.
Scouts in position. Yes, my lord.
Awaiting orders. Understood.
At your command, I sense danger. We will root it out.
An open mind is like a fortress
The
with
Emperor
its gates unbarred
protects.
and unguarded.
Orders received, brother.
Scouts in position.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
He who stands with me shall be my
At your
brother.
command.
Whirwind here.
Direct. Heresy grows from idleness.
Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts awaiting orders. Search commencing. Yes, my lord.
Fear not the psyche.
Awaiting orders. Fear our
I
wrath.
stand ready.
Whirwind here.
This day shall be a
Fear the
glorious
nice
one
fate.
for the Imperium.
Taking haste. We We are the Emperor's chosen, awaiting orders.
Knowledge is power. Hide it.
Ever vigilant.
Scouts here.
Whirwind artillery tank here. The machine
Beware.
spirit is prepared. Whirwind artillery tank here.
Scouts awaiting orders. They sense danger. We will root it out.
We stand ready. Orders received. What is your order? Moving out.
Whirwind here. Whirwind here.
Faith is our shield. Objective logged.
Whirwind here.
Brother Tantheus.
Burned beyond recovery of his gene seed, along with Brother Michaelis. Nothing was left of them save for ash. They burned from the inside out.
Anything else to report?
The Ork Warboss has been destroyed, but we saw a dropship leave the area. Captain, she bore the 8-pointed star.
The mark of the ruinous powers of chaos.
The forces of chaos? Here? Now?
Tartarus has endured several Black Crusades led by the terrible Chaos Champions. However, it seems too convenient that orcs and these heretics are here at the same time. But I trust the eyes of our scouts. Isidore, do you sense anything?
No, I have sensed nothing. But if the nature of Brother Tantheus' demise is any indication, then they would have a sorcerer with them who would be capable of masking their presence, especially with all the background static caused by the orcs.
Ah, our honored guest has arrived.
Who is it?
Inquisitor Mordecai Toth, protector of the Emperor's divine word and will.
Is he here to take command?
An Inquisitor may have near unlimited power. Yes, he can commission the service of any Imperial citizen, from peasant to planetary governor, but...
I shall not cede command of my Space Marines to him, Inquisitor or not.
Then why is he here? Does he suspect one of us of heresy?
He is an Inquisitor. They suspect everyone of heresy. If chaos taints this world, then that explains his presence. We must share with him what we discovered. Inquisitor Toth, welcome to Tartarus.
Thank you, Captain. But we have little time for courtesies. You and your men must leave Tartarus. Now.